In this lecture, we're going to extend what we've already started with PowerPoint as far as using it as a general purpose graphics tool. That's right, in addition to doing slides, as you're seeing now, you're seeing a PowerPoint slide. PowerPoint can be used to create memes, thumbnails, book covers, complex images. So virtually anything that you can create with Photoshop or the GIMP or any of these other programs, you can create easily with PowerPoint. Now, you won't need to have followed the previous lecture on how to set your, your PPI to 300 PPI because the default of 94 PPI that PowerPoint does is going to be sufficient for this lecture for displaying images online. Now let's jump over to my desktop and I'll show you how to start PowerPoint from Windows. Here I am in PowerPoint. I'm going to shut it down. I'll go ahead and save these. And here's what my desktop looks like. Now to run PowerPoint, to find it, just click on your Start menu and type PowerPoint. And you see it will come up as an app. Now I have the option of left-clicking on here to run PowerPoint or right-clicking and say Pin to Taskbar. Here it says Unpin to Taskbar because I already have it pinned on the taskbar. So this is the way I like to start apps, is from my taskbar. Once I pin PowerPoint to my taskbar by right-clicking on it in the Start menu, I can left-click on PowerPoint and it comes up and I'm running. Now I'm going to start a blank presentation. Now we're going to create a meme in this lecture. So at first it comes up with some text. I don't particularly need this text, so I'm going to select it all by dragging over it and hitting delete. Now I've got a completely blank page. Now a meme is usually just some text over an image. Now the next cool trick that I'm going to give you is to go to a site called Pixabay, Pixabay.com to get your images. So let's go over to our browser. These are free images for commercial or personal use. So I'm going to go to Pixabay.com and here's all the images. Now, in selecting a meme image, sometimes what you'll want to do is you'll want to select something where the image is offset and it gives you an area to write text. In fact, that area to write text might be a solid color or a dark color, something that helps your text to pop. Or you might just pick an image and write over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick two types of images. Here you can see that this image gives me some area on the right to write text. So I'm going to click on it and go into the details on it and click download. I'm going to download the default of 1280 by 882 and we will download this to my Pixabay directory where I store all my Pixabay images. Now it's called Bird, so we can find it again. And there goes the download. Now the other type of image that I'm going to pick, I'm going to make two memes here, is one that actually, here, has the image right in the center. Oh, this is video with sound. I just want images. Okay, something that, here we go. The image is right in the middle, the clear focused part. We're going to download these pineapples and write something over that. So I download once again to my Pixabay directory. And now I'm ready to come over to PowerPoint. Now, one of the things I can do is I can create actually two memes in one file. And then I can export them as separate JPEG images to load into Facebook. So let's go ahead and we'll load our image first. So let's do the first image, the bird. I'll load pictures from this device. Now this is on the Insert menu, and on the ribbon, it's in the Images section of the ribbon. You want pictures, click on the down arrow for it, and say this device. Now I'm going to go to my Pixabay directory, and we're going to search for bird. Here's bird. I double click, and it comes in. Now, I need to fill the full meme. Now, one of the things I can do is I can just grab this ball at the edge, and I can stretch it, and it won't stretch the bird too badly. It'll make the bird look a little fatter. And I can fill the screen that way. Let's undo this, and I'll show you another way to fill the screen. I could go to here to the background, right-click on it and say Format Background, and say that the color that I want to use for the background is this eyedropper. And then I get a copy of the blue background, and it just fills it in. And this way I don't distort the image of the bird. Now, the other thing that I could do too is take the image of the bird and let's left justify it all the way. So we have lots of area here to write text. Now let's insert a text blob. So we'll say insert a text box. I'll click here and I'll say birds are a treat of nature. And let's make this on multiple lines like that. Now what I can do is I can select the text by dragging over it with my mouse and come to the home menu. In fact, let's come to shape format. Now I can come to text fill and I can say, let's make this text, let's make it gold. That'll really make it pop. Then let's put a black outline on it. Now that makes it a little hard to read, so let's go to home, where in the font section of the ribbon, I'm going to change this to a different font. What would be fun? This looks like a nice font. Amasis MT Pro, and then I'm going to make it really large. Well, now that I can see the font, I can see that it's not very impressive. Let's select this text, and it's still on the home menu. On the font area of the ribbon, we're going to come here, click the down arrow next to the font, and come down to something a little more exciting. Oh, there we go, Bernard MT Condensed. I like that. And it looks like we can even make it a little large. You notice the pull down here only goes to 96, but I can type over it to make it to like 120. Ah, there we go. Whoops, I moved that. Let's undo. Notice you have this undo up here on the bar of the window bar. So click this backward hook if you want to undo any mistakes that you make. There I moved something that I didn't want to move, and there we go. So there's a simple meme. Now let's create another one. I'm going to go here to the navigation pane, and I'm going to insert the insert menu. The far left is a new slide, and I want blank. Now I'm going to insert our other picture. So insert on the home menu from this device, and the other image was pineapples. Let's hope it's stored under that name. It is. Now, to get this to fill the full screen, since we don't have any solid color in the background, let's go ahead and stretch it. I don't mind my pineapples being deformed a little, so now they're going to be long pineapples. Okay, and we've got the background covered. Now in this case, we're going to just put the text over it. So let's insert a text box, and we'll say pineapples. That's all we'll say. And I'll select that text. And I like that Bernard. Let's go with the Bernard MT. And let's make it really big, like 150. There we go. and we put it in the middle. Now, let's take it and make it that text color. We'll go select it, go to Shape Format, and the text color, we'll use the same fill color and the same outline. Now you can see this kind of disappears into the background a little. What can we do to make this text pop? Well, first we can select it, come here to Shape Format, and go to Text Effects and give it a glow. I love the biggest glow, and don't worry about the blue for now because you're going to go back to Text Effects, go back to glow and say more glow colors and pick black. And you notice that makes the background kind of slightly dark around the letters, so it makes them pop a little more. The other thing, notice this. If I grab this and I move it around, notice these lines that appear. The red line horizontally and the dashed red line vertically. That means that pineapples is perfectly centered on this image. Now, once we've done that, we can save, File, Save As, Browse. I'm going to save it to my Documents directory as Images. Let's call it Fun Images. Now, that means that I can open it in PowerPoint again. Now, I want to be able to use these images in other programs, specifically Facebook in this case, because I want a Facebook means. So what I do is I go, instead of save, I say export, change file type, and then click on JPEG. Now I'm going to double click on JPEG, and it's going to ask me where I want to save the JPEG images. Now I'm going to say go ahead and save it in my Documents directory. And the next thing it's going to do is it's going to say, do I want to just save this current image, the pineapples, or do I want to save all the images? And I'm going to say all the slides. Now what PowerPoint will do is it will create a directory. It will create a directory of slides using the name instead of just a JPEG file. So if I go to Fun Images, I should now have a directory. And here it is, the Fun Images directory. And within it are my two images. So if I want to, and they're called Slide 1 and Slide 2, incredibly original names. Now I'm going to come to Facebook. And I'm going to come to my feed, where I'm going to click on a new submission, and I'm going to click on Photos and Images, select the photo or image, and I'm going to go to Documents. Where's Fun Images? There we go. Let's post the first one. Birds are a treat of nature. And I can type additional text here. Let's say here, here, here. And then I go next, and I'm posting as me. And there we go. I've just created and posted a meme in PowerPoint.